You know, for a long time, I didn't even know it'd be possible to get over a breakup. I've been through many. Every girl I've ever been with has been the love of my life, my true love, and felt like a gift from God. And then when they were taken away, I thought I'd never love again, etc., etc. I would never heal until getting into a new relationship, and it would just be a spiral because each one would stack on the other and create a complex in my head saying, "Oh, you're never going to be loved and you'll never get over this." And I've even talked to some of my peers about it, and they'd say, "Well, the pain never really goes away, you just get used to it." This is false. These people are wrong. They never learned how to heal either. Let me tell you the ways I used. There was only one breakup that truly taught me how to get over women, and I'm going to tell you about it now. A little bit of background. I'm actually good friends with this girl now. Don't try to be friends with your ex immediately. You need time. I blocked her for like 6 months. You really need to take time to heal before you try something like that. And most of the time, that's not even worth it because most of the time they just hate you. The only thing that actually drives the getting over process, the healing process, if you will, is time. But there are certain things you can tweak to speed that up and help time heal you faster, if that makes sense. So, number one, you need to cut off everything. If they didn't block you and there's no hope of reconciliation, or if you feel you'll be checking their profile all the time or DMing them or anything like that, you have to block them. It sucks, but you got to do what you got to do to heal. You can unblock them later if you're fully healed. But as of now, you have to remove them completely, as if they are dead, basically. Because in a way, they are dead. They're never going to be in your life again. So, cut them off and then heal. Because in mourning a breakup, you are essentially, it's like mourning a death. And in some ways, it's kind of worse. Because as a Christian, if your partner dies, that's only temporary. You'll see them again someday. But getting broken up with, or certain bad things, you have to watch them if you keep them around. You have to watch them do everything they said they hated about you with someone else. And it's not worth it, you know? So you just gotta block them and forget about them. It helps forgetting. I know it sounds like I'm just saying this and it's super easy, but no, it was not easy for me at all. There was a girl I really loved who I had to block because I just couldn't. She wanted to be friends after, and I saw her dating different guys, and it just broke me. So I had to just wash my hands from that. And what do you know? I healed quicker. Number two, you have to understand you did not lose anything. This person may have been attached to you, to your heart, and you associated your own worth with them. And when they left, it feels like you lost a piece of you. You didn't lose anything at all. You're still the same person you were when you were born. So, these are all tricks from the devil, or if you don't want to get religious with it, your psyche, whatever. Bad forces get in your head telling you this is all your fault, you lost something you'll never get back. There's 4 billion women in the world. You'll find someone, trust me. It's very easy to find someone. And you'll be like, "No, but I only wanted her." You only wanted her because you thought you loved her. But you didn't. Well, you probably did. She didn't love you. Or if you're a woman watching, he didn't love you. Or if you're gay, I don't know. The person did not love you. Because if they loved you, they would not have left. Right? The whole, if he wanted to, he would. That's a stupid mindset to have within a relationship. As in, like, oh, if he wanted to, he'd take out the trash or whatever. People have different things they're going through. You can't expect people to be perfect, right? But if someone's ending it with you, it's obvious they don't want you. So, you can either blame yourself for it, or you can be like, "Hey, I tried. I'm human. I did the best I could. They didn't want that." You know, Jesus still loves you, even seeing all the horrible things you've ever done and will ever do. Why can't some woman or guy or whoever stick with you when you're not even showing them the worst parts. You're doing your best. That's what I mean. If they wanted to, they would. Tip number 3. If it can end, it was never love to begin with. There may be reconciliation later, and there may have been seeds to love that they didn't want to let grow. But if it can end, it was never love in the first place. This was a hard pill to swallow for me, but it made healing so much easier. Because, yeah, obviously, those who love you will stick around. Your family doesn't leave you. Well, most of the time. Sometimes you leave your family because they suck. But your family would never leave you, per se. Like, your family loves you unconditionally. So, if that person, over such a minor inconvenience of certain things you've done, then it was never love. It obviously could never have been love, ever. No matter how much it felt like it. Like, our brains are really good at projecting what we want in someone. We just gaslight ourselves in order to keep the peace. But no, if they leave, never love to begin with. And my final tip, this is more for the Christians, but it does help a lot. Pray. Pray to God. Pray and ask Him to lift up, give these burdens to Him, because He asks for your burdens. He knows you can't carry them alone. He doesn't want you to carry them alone. Jesus loves you. Spend time with Jesus. He loves you. He loves you in a way that nobody else can. He knows you're trying. And He loves the person who broke up with you also. That's the thing, right? Both of you could do good loving Jesus. Now I'm going to tell you a little tale about how I got over my ex. So, for a while there, it was depression. It was horrible wallowing. I was crying. I was doing everything under the sun trying to get her back. I would text her daily. I resorted to lust a lot. You download Tinder, you do gross stuff. Whatever. None of that filled me. All that helped was Jesus. I'm not even joking. And learning how to be myself again. I started drawing. I started working on music. I started making content for you guys. And it helped. It helped me remember that, like, my worth is not dependent on someone else's opinion. And if you do that in any context, not even just a relationship, you will be depressed because you will always be disappointing that person. The only thing that truly helped was time. I deleted all her photos. After I was blocked on everything, I was forced to move on. And I did. I started posting more. I started gaining traction, gaining followers. That helped, but it didn't really help. You know what I mean? The only thing that actually helped was relaxing and just letting the days go. Not living in mindless numbing, but living how I normally would if I wasn't sad, but letting the sadness be. Not trying to hide it, not trying to wallow either, though. Just letting it be. Just when the sadness comes, when the wave hits you, you just let it hit you. You identify it. You're like, okay, this is how I feel. It sucks. It's gonna suck. But ultimately, things are all right still. And eventually, I can remember the day when I actually got over her. Because the brain gets over them way quicker than the heart does. Or if you want to say it in a more psychological term, the conscious mind gets over the person more than the unconscious mind does. And I know this because the day I got over her was when I finally reconciled it in a dream. Points for Carl Jung there. In the dream, I walked into the basement, unconscious, lower, symbolism. I walked into the basement and I saw her with another dude. And where it normally would have pissed me off, I was like, so be it. And when I woke up, I was completely over her. It was like magic. It was weird. It was my unconscious finally reconciled with my conscious and linked the two. no longer saw her as a place to be content, but rather just another person. The chains have been broken, essentially. And that's my story of how I got over it. And that's everything I learned through this. So, keep your faith in God. Become you again. And let time heal you. Because it will. You just need to let it be. Oh, and if you'd like to subscribe, if you like this video, I got more coming. So, subscribe if you want, but, doesn't matter that much. Love you guys. God bless.